What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going over the details with a kind of fine-tooth comb for my Goodreads 2023 reading challenge. I will also be showing pictures to this open space, and I'm going to go and talk about kind of what's going on in the pictures and adding some details, yada yada. Y'all know me. I could go on a rant. I don't even know. But luckily, I got a new phone. And now I don't have to read my bad handwriting. I'm going to read my stuff on my old phone. So maybe it's not going to be as awkward as in the past. Shout out to technology. The first picture. It's a big deal. I read 177 books. My original goal for 2023 was 70 books. And I read over 58,000 pages. Wow. How did I do that? We'll get into it. But basically, I read a lot of shorter books instead of in the past. I was reading a lot of 500 pages plus books. So really, there are a lot of shorter books and short stories in the 177 total. However, they count. So you can fight me on that, but here we are. I got 177 books. Now, the next picture, To a Mouse, is indeed very short, but it was cute. It took 10 minutes, maybe even less than that, but I enjoyed it, and that is accurate. But what Goodreads did here with the Outlander series is not accurate, because I finished the last or the latest book of the Outlander series, and so I read all those books. Therefore, I put in that I had a box set of it. Why? Because as you can see how freaking long that whole series is, I am going to just plant the information on Goodreads that I read that many damn pages. If you know the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon, you will understand that, like, it's an achievement. And who knows when her next book's coming out? I don't even know. No one knows. I don't even think she knows. So yeah, but that's not completely accurate. What is probably the longest book is Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, and that's pretty damn thick. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And so on the bottom, my average book length is 333 pages, and I love it. I love all threes. 3 is my favorite number. And that's not surprising because, like I said, I knew off the bat without even looking at the stats that I read shorter books in 2023 throughout the year. My most shelved and least shelved is pretty funny because Verity, whatever, over 4 million. Why? And I'm assuming that means books read and on shelves, like to be read or DNF. So that's also like a kind of weird stat. But for Murderous Fairies with 5 people shelved that book, thank you so much. That is my book. And I wrote that book in 2023. I read it multiple times for editing purposes, and then I'm going to do so again early this month, and possibly even once more in February before I publish Murderous Fairies on March 27th. So it gets to be there. It's accurate. That's how that's going to go. And my average rating at 3.8 isn't shocking, though it's been higher in the past, like 3.9, and I think at 1.4, like a very nice rounded 4. But I did a lot of going for it type of reads, and a lot of them were from the little library or my local library because it was free. So I gave a lot of books a try, and it didn't always work out, but I appreciate any and all books. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean that you're gonna like it, or like the majority of people wouldn't like it. It's usually the case that book has its audience, and that might not be me. But I like giving stuff a try. The highest rated that I read, which isn't completely accurate either, because this is an audiobook, and I put that down because I listened to it, and not even like the full thing, just like the good stuff. It's fine. Don't think too deeply about my problems. It's A Court of Mist and Fury. I was actually shocked that it's a 4.8. I don't know. I think Goodreads counts all of it, including audiobook and ebook and paperback and hardcover. That's why I'm like 4.8. Okay, good for you, because there are still a lot of people that hate her guts and will just rate all of her books, no matter what, 1 star without even reading them. But the people that do read it, I'm assuming because of the 4.8 rating, that they adore it. So doesn't matter about those haters. Haters gonna hate. And also Goodreads it's a bit of a dumpster fire, so just take it with a grain of salt, as we continually see basically every day for Goodreads. Now, my first review isn't accurate because it shows written review. I don't know why Goodreads does this. It's kind of sort of accurate, actually, because that's the first review that I wrote out, because I did that for linking to my booktube channel where I talked about Legends and Lattes. The first book I listened to is not actually a book, it's a lecture, but it also comes in book form, is A Great Courses lecture, and that is The Black Death, the World's Most Devastating Plague, and that lecture was done by Dorsey Armstrong. Now, this picture here, it's not completely accurate again, but this was supposedly my last review. But it is my last written review, and that's for Bookshops and Bone Dust. And I realized that this isn't completely accurate, because I need to write a mini review for Until the Sun by Chandler Morrison, because that was legitimately my last review on my channel. Oops. See, this is where sometimes I forget, when I put up a book review, to say like a 1 or 2 sentence, I don't even know, and then say, oh, but if you want the, deep dive or full review, go check out my book review on my booktube channel. And that's how I usually garner a lot of views and even comments. And I was wondering, oh, why is this one lower than the other ones that I've uploaded this month? It's probably because of that. Oopsie. Other fun facts, not pictured anywhere. I read mainly women authors. I read a lot of books under 350 pages, and that's how I got to 177 books total in 2023. And I read 17 self-published books, most of which are horror. I finished the 8-book Bridgerton series in the first half of 2023, and the most read authors of 2023 were Chandler Morrison, Julia Quinn, and Patricia Briggs. Amazing. Amazing. Those 3 authors are widely different. But yeah, I read fairly widely. Next and finally, what is my Goodreads reading challenge for 2024? I went with 33 books. Why? Because the number of books read at this point, not a huge deal for me. I can get way past 150 books. it's not a thing. I'm just like, just do 33. I didn't want to do 3 because I can do that within like a week if I really wanted to and chose the right books, basically short horror books, which I do have. But so I didn't want to do 3. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do 333. So I went with 33. I'm obviously gonna surpass that, but then again, it doesn't matter. I'm just reading and enjoying what I read for the most part, hopefully, in 2024. You can follow me on Goodreads. If you just type in Nicole Pierman, you can find my author page and you can follow that. And then there's like a drop down menu box, whatever, under my profile picture, and then you can add friend there. That's a thing because I have an author official Goodreads badge, and so they do things a little differently. It's a little confusing. Why am I saying that? The Goodreads profile is linked in the description box. Yeah. It's barely 2024 and I'm blanking already. It's fine. And if you want to find me on other places, it's in the description box, as well as Murderous Fairies and the Amazon sales page for my pen name, where you can find the first and second book and even the third book, which is on pre-order, if you're intrigued. And I hope you are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic reading challenge for 2024, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.